Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Industrial Faith. Welcome to episode 11 of Factorio and 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. Right now what I'm doing is I'm working towards getting my concrete production rolling. It's going to be built out of, what are these guys? Electric furnaces. Again, I'm trying to reduce the pollution. My thought is reducing biter evolution. Unfortunately, biter evolution can never reverse. It's also, from what I understand, time-based, that basically it advances as time goes on regardless of how much anything you've done. So I'm going to put a nice big chunk of, again, because there's so much stone here, I don't really have to worry about running out of stone. In fact, I don't have to worry about running out of any resource, realistically. At least, probably not until I get to the cannon. The cannon? The rocket. It'd be cool if it was a cannon. So the reason you space them like this is it makes it easier to put power poles between them. You can, however, make them a lot more dense if you... Now, here I'm just making a little side factory to build walls, because I'll need them, and I actually may... I have it building, I believe, 200 walls. I'm actually probably going to ramp it up a bit. But again, I don't know what kind of resources we're going to need for the rocket, so right now we're just working on making stuff nice for when we eventually leave the island. Alas, there is no Ving Rhames involved. So here we go. I'm limiting this stuff because it's just draining my system dry of resources. Okay, so I'm looking at what do we need? We need engines. So I need steel, iron, and pipe. And right now I'm trying to think, how should I do this? Now these, I believe, are going to build pipe. Yes. Lots and lots of pipe. How do I connect this guy? Oh, just like that. Rise. I was like watching the lines go up and down. It's kind of weird, but I like watching it. Silly, yeah, whatever. Now I also know Power Armor will eventually use engines, so at some point I'm only building 50. So, and it'll sit there with 50 for a while. And I don't have enough copper throughput, so I'm gonna add more. And it's not a whole lot. I mean, it's really not a lot I can add there. But it is just it's enough. It's a little bit there. So here I'm going to try and jam in even more. Now the fun part is I don't notice that I've left that middle miner unpowered. I'm probably not going to notice it for another, 4 hours. So essentially I have exactly the same copper throughput that I did before. So here I'm trying to figure out what's going on with the concrete. I'm like, I don't Get it. And this is when I decide, screw it. Oh, not yet. I haven't said screw it just yet. This one I go, I'm doing just one road here. Where we're going, we don't need roads. It's almost hypnotic, isn't it? Now, I haven't figured out yet how to make the pattern bigger. So I'm trying to figure out, where do I put it? And this is the point where I just say, screw it, we're going one rail. Just because it looks nice. Admittedly, I don't have, oops, excuse me, I'm leaning back in my chair and squeaking. I don't have a lot of need for anything else. Except more track. More trail, more track. There we go. Isn't that nice? Again, a lot of time. The factory's running on its own enough that I don't need to worry about... I can worry about making things look pretty right now. And that's what I'm doing. Because why wouldn't you? Yeah, it's kind of silly, but, you know, whatever. Try to make things look nice. I mean, everybody's so wowed about nice assembly lines and how everything looks really cool when it's all put together in a certain way, but, you know, just try and make it look nice. You know? There you go, it's me scribbling. Concrete runs out quick, guys. You'd be surprised. And here's me. I think I put a light in here. Yep, because I want to see what's going. You should always light your train stations. It's a safety thing. Look how quick this is building. This builds a good amount of concrete. Now, I didn't realize you could concrete over trees, but it might have been neat to leave a couple trees in there, but whatever. I get to play with their stumps. There we go. And there you go. It's going to be pretty now. What do I need for a tank? Oh, this tank is a disaster. Oh my god. Spoiler alert, I end up parking it. Alright, so what am I building here? I'm building... I didn't even look. I was too busy giggling at the tank. Oh, I'm backpacking on something, gotcha. Or I'm piggybacking on another line, gotcha. Alright, what are we building here? Oh, there's the power cables, that's right. Because I think it's at this point I've realized that I'm going to have to do some, what do you call it? I'm going to have to do some turret creep to wipe out alien bases, and the best thing to do that with are the metal poles, because the medium metal poles give you a really nice footprint, and you can lay 4 laser turrets across. And here we go. Now, look at, oof, that path is so gorgeous. I'm going to cut down all these trees, because, you know, they're in the way. Now I'm looking at this going, what a disaster. But I have the tools and the technology to make my sidewalk pretty. Yay! Now, admittedly, I probably should have planned this out first, but, you know, whatever. Next factory, I will plan a 2x2 path. Look at that. There's my tank. Put some fuel in it. And it's just sitting there for now. And it's... I believe this is where I go build an ammo. Yes, I need to build ammo right now. So I'm trying to find... No, I'm building track. So this time I build ammo? So pretty. If you can't think of anything to do, make the land bigger. Ah, that's right. This is where I build the wrong 50 of the wrong modules. I hate to say it, but where do I build ammo first? I don't know. There is sulfuric acid. Yes, that's needed for the blue. Now, here's a funny thing. I have the ability to move land. I will sit there and spend a ton of time moving the pipes around rather than building more land. I don't know why. It just, I do. It's silly, but, you know. So what I'm doing here now is I'm actually building the blue circuits. So you need red and green. And what else do you need? Oh, we'll find out here in a minute. Okay. Here we go. So we need sulfuric acid there. Now, I have no doubt that a lot of people would look at my work and gaze upon my work, ye mighty, in despair, and would just be like, oh, good Lord, really? That's horrible. Yeah, pretty much. So here's where I just run a bunch of ridiculous pipe. Because I can. And it's silly, but, you know, whatever. I had fun, right? That's what counts, right? Here's me looking at that going, no. Now I make some more land when I could have done that earlier. All right, we have all our parts. Sulfuric acid, red circuit, blue circuit, red circuit, green circuit. And if I recall, I put them in a chest. Because I don't really have anything in mind just yet. Okay. What am I building here? Ah, more. Maybe? Yes, more blue circuits. Can you have enough blue circuits? I postulate you can, but I'm going to attempt to have as many as possible. Now, you need a lot of these for the later end game stuff. I was going to build an iron chest, and I was like, I don't have any, so I was going to run all the way back and get some. Then I realized I have one here. And let's let it fill up. Now I start planning to build the productivity modules. What I had originally planned was to build efficiency modules. I don't. I build the purple modules instead, because I'm kind of a derp like that. So Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me for the latest episode of Factorio 4X, your 15-minute Factorio fix. Look forward to seeing you in the next episode. Have a good night, and bye-bye.